I close my eyes, close the door. I won't worry anymore. I've been waiting for you every day and every night. Cut the light, let it fade. I don't wanna be afraid. I've been waiting for you. Tonight it is bright, stars shine bright. I just really wanna be with you. I celebrate, pray for the day when all my wishes will be coming true. My heart beats like a drum, like a drum. Dum dum dum, dum dum dum. And my feet step a beat like a drum. Dum dum dum, dum dum dum. My heart beats like a drum, like a drum. Dum dum dum, dum dum dum.
Hey, what's up guys? Blue Sun JRPG's back with another video. This time I want to talk about my favorite game of all time. And that is of course Lunar, the Silver Star Story Complete. Working Designs brought this to the PlayStation in 1998, and this was a port of the Sega CD version, Lunar, the Silver Star Story. Apparently that one wasn't complete. I have never played that one, so I can't compare this one for how similar it is to that version, but I do know that I love this game, and it has to be one of the greatest ports of all time. Now, obviously, Lunar isn't one of the most popular series of all time. There's no way it's even close to Final Fantasy or anything like that. But a lot of people would rate this game very highly. A lot of people I have seen actually on the internet say that this is their favorite game. So I'm definitely not alone in this. I think this is the premier game that Working Designs did, and it's a symbol of everything good their studio was. And for me, this represents the pinnacle of JRPGs on the PS1. A lot of people think it's Final Fantasy VII or Chrono Cross, but for me, it's this game right here. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit why I think that. The greatest strengths of this game have to be its character development. This game creates a world where the characters seem alive. They seem lifelike. While they're not perfect, they seem relatable. The main character, Alex, is just a regular kid, grows up in a small town called Berg, and he wants to become a dragon warrior like his idol Dine. I think we can all relate to that, having an idol growing up and wanting to be like them, become a hero, especially from small towns. I can definitely relate to that myself. I think a lot of people can. And you also have his friend Ramus, who's looking to prove to his father and everybody wrong that he can become a successful businessman on his own, and he does achieve that throughout the game. And it's awesome to see him get his dream, because he's a nice guy. I mean, he stands by Alex the entire time, and I think part of us can relate to that as well. I mean, we all wanna prove our doubters wrong or prove to our parents that we can do things. And then we have Nash. Nash is a young wizard. He's still learning. He's an apprentice, but he's clearly very gifted. In the beginning of the game, he's very arrogant. He's very self-centered. But as the game goes on, he gets humbled, and it's an awesome transformation to see. He goes from thinking he knows everything and that he's unbeatable to realizing that there's a lot out there for him to learn and him to experience, and he becomes a better person throughout the game. And that's something that I think this game did really, really well. All the characters have a major transformation in this game, and it's so awesome to see that, because a lot of games the characters seem stale, they seem plastic, like even in games with much better graphics, much better hardware power, didn't accomplish what this game was able to accomplish with its characters. And then you have Luna. Luna's my favorite character in the game. She's Alex's childhood crush, his love interest, and she's always giving Alex lip. She's always keeping him humble, I guess. She never lets his head get too big. She's always criticizing him, but not in a bad way. She's joking around with him throughout the whole time, and she definitely grows throughout this game as well too. She goes from being like I said, an innocent kid like all of them, to becoming really more adult-like and growing up. And I really think this game is almost about growing up for these kids going on this adventure. And like I said, that's what makes this game so special. This game gives us so many things that you wouldn't think a game of this time period was capable of doing. Now this game is a pretty standard JRPG story. These four friends are going along with the help of a few others that I did leave out from the descriptions. Obviously you have Maya, Jessica, and Kyle. But these four guys, they're going around and trying to stop the evil wizard Galleon. That's a pretty standard JRPG story, but it's the side quests. It's every little aspect of this game, all the people you meet along the way, the interaction with the dragons that really make this game stand out. It's not so much from point A to point B. It's every single thing in between those points. There's so many little in-between things about this game that make this game so unique. like the interactions with people, it's so tongue in cheek. The conversations, there's so much humor in it, and everything is so detailed. That's what really is incredible about this game. Like I said, it's not a simple fetch quest where you're just battling people. Every single thing about this game's story is detailed, and I mean you can just tell the work they put into it. There's a lot of games that have the same exact story, and you can see the story's not done well because it literally is point A to point B. They're just trying to follow the basic path, get you some experience points, to level up to beat the game. But this game, every single thing feels like it's done for a reason, and it feels really like it's part of the game. And I really love the story in this game. It's amazing, guys. I love the artwork style they did for this game too. The pixelated look, it looks pretty good and holds up. Now I always play this game on the PS3 because that's how I play all my PS1 games. I think that's the best way to play them. I did have a PS1, but it stopped running, and I felt like it might damage some of my games if I tried playing on them, so I stopped doing that. Um, but this game looks beautiful, even on the PS3 where it stretches it out a little bit. I play on a 60-inch TV and it still looks good. A lot of those games that didn't go for the pixelated look during this time period, they don't hold up well. I mean, the early 3D especially. I mean, you got to give them props for going there, because it definitely did push video games forward, but they just weren't able to master it at this time period, so they don't hold up the way this game does. And there are so many awesome cutscenes in this game. I hate talking about cutscenes in games because a lot of times they're not that important, not that good. But this game really does have some pretty outstanding cutscenes for the time period. The song parts. I've heard some people have some criticisms about the way that Luna sings in this game. That's not as good as the original or the Japanese version. But I thought she has a pretty good voice in this game. Even some of the songs. I mean, I've gone back and watched them on YouTube because they're pretty cool. So I definitely like the cutscenes. I think they do a really good job in those. And really, the last thing I want to talk about really is the actual combat. The combat system is really good in this game. I like this game a lot for the combat. It's not Final Fantasy VII good in my opinion, but the combat system is one of the best I've seen in the turn-based genre, especially on the PS1. This game's had a number of ports, like I said. This was a port, it's also on the PSP, on the Sega CD. So there are a number of ways to get this game. It is a little pricey on the PS1. It's about 55, 60 bucks right now, especially complete. It comes with a cardboard box and a map. So it can definitely get pretty expensive. But I would definitely recommend playing this game, guys. This is the RPG that really got me into the genre and really hooked me. Even more so than Final Fantasy VII. But massive thanks for checking out the video, guys. I really appreciate it. If you've played this game, leave me a comment. Let me know. If you don't think this game is very good, let me know. I can't imagine many people will think that, but everybody has their own opinions. Let me know what you guys think is your favorite game, guys. I'd love to know. Massive thanks for watching again. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it, guys. Alright, peace out. Happy gaming.